Alright, so we're creating these playlists that we are curating, not using our own content. We need to get some benefits from this as well. We're not doing this just for the purpose of making some nice strategies within a playlist that you want to put out so that people can take advantage of them. You want to get some benefits from this as well. Okay, the easiest way to do this is to get people to opt into an email list. By getting people to opt into an email list, you can get the opportunity to remarket to them multiple times. Okay, so for example, this channel that I'm working on right now, which is about Facebook advertising, that I've put a different angle on the sort of main theme of the channel, which is about $5 advertising. So what I'm doing is I'm advertising to people that are looking for Facebook advertising tips, tutorials, checklists, that kind of thing, who are budget conscious, who are probably beginners or newbies. And so what I'm doing there is I'm creating an audience that I want to remarket to later for products that I can find that are not going to be high cost on places like JVisa and Warrior Plus. Okay, as long as they're good products, I haven't got a problem to email my email list as I grow that email list, recommending products from those platforms, as long as it's a good product. Can be software, can be strategy, can be that kind of thing. Usually you will find on those platforms software about $20 up. You will find courses, as little as $10 sometimes for, just strategy type of courses that you can go and get commissions for. Okay, so what I'm targeting with that particular YouTube channel is really important for you to understand when you're creating your own channels, so that you've got a clear picture of the type of content that you're going to be creating. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create some call to action videos that we're going to upload into our channel as well, and that we're going to put both as individual videos within that channel, but also we're going to put at the top of some playlists. Okay, so that when we curate a playlist with other people's content, then we want to have a short video at the very top of the playlist, and probably some video and in between some videos, or at the end of the playlist, where we are telling people or giving people a reason to opt in, to go to a landing page to get something, so that they can opt in. You can collect their email address and then you can monetize from that. Okay, this is an affiliate marketing strategy for the internet marketing niche, obviously, and that's going to be different depending on your niche. So if you're doing something for if you're doing something that is not internet marketing, then you need to understand what the goals are before you create the channel. Okay, you've got to figure out how you're going to monetize, what benefits you're going to get from that particular channel, and treat it like a business, basically. Okay, so you've got to have a business decision behind it, otherwise it's just a hobby, and we don't want to be doing hobbies because it's time consuming, it's expensive, and you just bought an expensive software that is really, really high quality, and you want to get the very best you can out of it so that you can monetize and so that you can get a return on your investment. Okay, so anyway, I'm in Pinterest, and the reason I'm in Pinterest here is because it's one of the places that is easiest to get things like checklists and cheat sheets, okay, infographics, all that kind of stuff. You can find it in Pinterest.com, and I can find probably cheat sheets, checklists, infographics for just about any different type of Facebook advertising in here. Okay, so I've got a real head start, and it's very, very simple to do. This is the zero cost way of creating a call to action that you can use in your playlists within minutes, literally within minutes. So you can see here, I've done a search, Facebook advertising checklist. The first one comes up is here. Okay, now I just opened this in a different tab, and when I click on here, it takes me to an opt-in page. So I opted in, and basically it's taken me to this sort of thank you page, and then I click on here, click here to download, and it takes me to this sort of PDF looking page here. Now you can see that I can copy all of this, and I can copy all of this, which is the checklist, and put it into a simple Google Doc that looks like this. Okay, so within minutes I have got a checklist, a Facebook ad template checklist, okay? And you can see the way they have done theirs, that they have done an example of the advert, okay, that they use for the Facebook ad, okay? And they've got step by step how they have created this ad, okay? Even with the subtitles, even with the titles and with the images and stuff like that as well. They've actually described every part of this advert here. Now, we don't want to take their advert as such, okay, because that would just be a complete rip-off. But what we can do is we can take this part here and we can adjust it, or we can edit it, or we can just keep it the way it is if we want to do something quick and easy, okay? So what I've done is I've basically just copied this part here, but also you'll notice that they've got some call to action down here, okay? This call to action is actually gold, okay? Why? Because they've put a lot of time and thought and effort into creating this, okay? And we can take advantage of it because their call to action, we can just adjust the call to action to an affiliate offer, okay? So we can use this like a tripwire funnel, okay? So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I've got my title up here in the Google Doc, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose abilities list here, and I'm going to choose this one that's got the little square boxes, okay? Now these little square boxes, people can actually use this to tick when they're being used, okay? So we can just give people instructions on how that works, okay? So what we can do now is we can just format this quickly and easily. I'll just put in a sort of title here, the ultimate Facebook ad template checklist, okay? So what I can do was got Facebook ad template. I can make that italic, I can make it bold, I can even make it a different color if I want to. I can even make it like a red color or something like that, so that people can see clearly what this is. And with this down here, we've got Arial number 12. Let's try and do a nicer font. Let's try Montserrat, and we will go on number 14. Okay, no, I don't like that font. Let's come back up again. Let's try it with Arial one more time. Okay, let's keep it Arial number 14. Okay, now this call to action here, I have just reformatted so that it looks like in sentences and paragraphs, etc. I'm going to keep it as it is right now, but this is specific to their own course. These people that we just taken this checklist from. Okay, what we want to do is we want to find an affiliate offer that we can put some information in here. Okay, but what I'm going to do before that is I'm just going to move this down, and I can do a video basically telling people that, you know, just a 1-minute video saying like, opt in to get my Facebook ad template checklist. Here's the checklist. Here's how you can use it. When you go through each one of these, you can just checkbox each one. Okay, and we can tell people how to use it. Okay, so it's very, very quick and very, very easy. If I knew how to use it myself without messing this up. Okay, let's just do that. Fix that one more time. Okay, and we can have like a 1-minute video. So look, if you opt in, go to the landing page. You can get this checklist, and you can use this every time you make a Facebook ad. Okay, so what we want to do before we actually send them over there is make a list of benefits of what we're going to get from, what people will get from using this checklist. Okay, so what we can do is we can go back over here and we can see what the benefits are that they were using in their offer themselves. Okay, so if I go into their opt-in page, we can see what the benefits were there themselves. Okay, so we can even rip off their opt-in page, okay, and we can take advantage of their work and their marketing. Okay, get your Facebook ad template checklist. You're trying to set your ads on Facebook, but you have no idea how the ad should look like or the content you should write to attract your dream clients and convert. So we can actually take this, we can use it like a video script actually. Okay, very simple, very easy. So they've actually done the whole work for us, and it's very, very quick and easy to be able to do that. So that's all you need to do if you want to do a free one. Now, there's multiple different ways that we can do this. There's going to be multiple different types of checklists that we can find in Pinterest that we can do exactly this strategy. But you can also go and find some really high quality PLR. Okay, there are some very, very good high quality PLR around that you probably won't find on places like JVZoo. Okay, I'll put some links underneath this video as well, so that you can take advantage of that. There's a couple of places that I use for really high quality PLR, and there's a sort of generic website I use for, you know, PLR that's a little bit more common. But there's a couple of places where you can get a higher quality PLR, okay, that not many other people is going to have. Okay, there will be other people has it, but not so many, because it costs a little bit more. But because it costs a little bit more doesn't mean that you can't get a really good return on investment from it. You can get a very, very good return on investment for it, because it's very, very high quality stuff. Okay, so that's probably the easiest way to do it. The other ways that I've built email lists using things like this, giving stuff away, is the Chrome extensions. Okay, you've seen my Chrome extensions before. If not, I will show you very, very quickly a Chrome extension. Now, I got a guy on Fiverr.com to create this for me. I've got quite a few of these actually. You can see this here, blog promotion checklist, for example. If I just click to open that, you can see that this is a blog promotion checklist that people can use in real time. And this is actually for things they can do for social signals and stuff they can do after they've actually done a blog post, okay? And it will actually map out the score down here. You can see the score moves by the percentage according to what they have done, okay? This kind of thing cost me about $50 to do. The guy is not there on Fiverr anymore, so I can't even get more of these done myself. But you can find people on Fiverr that will do like Chrome extensions. This has got a higher perceived value because it's like a software. Okay, you can do it with WordPress plugins. Again, I've got people on Fiverr.com to do simple little plugins. We've got a plugin right now called Silo Alpha, which is a very, very simple plugin for creating multiple categories for brand new WordPress sites and multiple subcategories within that. Okay, you can even do like map out your posts, your content with that little plugin, and you can have a perfect silo created very, very quickly within WordPress with, you know, in no time at all, just the way that it's structured and the way that it helps you to structure your website. Now that plugin cost me something, I think it was about $50 to get done. Okay, I can't tell you how many people have opted in to get that playlist, to get that Silo Alpha plugin. Probably a couple of thousand people, I would imagine. For that Chrome extension, about a couple of thousand people, maybe even more, because we got several of those. Okay, we got for YouTube SEO checklist, we've got for blog promotion, we've got for guest blog promotions where you can, for internet marketing, guest post websites where you can do guest posts, etc., etc. We got multiple of these different checklist type of Chrome extensions, and between them probably I've got about 4,000 or 5,000 people opted in. Okay, so they cost me about $50 each. The plugin, $50. I had another guy once do something for $50 as well, and I can't remember if it was from Fiverr or from Upwork or one of those kinds of sites, where I got him to create something that was really just a script created in Java or something like that, which helped people to get links from Wikipedia, if I remember correctly. That one we put into thank you pages for some product launches from other people. We just said, I just contacted, you know, people that had some launches coming up and said, do you want a really good bonus that will fit in? And I didn't really give him a chance to say yes or no before I told him what it was. Okay, so what you do then in that situation is you contact the vendor and you say to them, like, I've got this tool done. Would you like to offer it as a bonus on your thank you page? Here is what it does. Here is a free copy of it if it's a tool given me. Okay, and here's a video, 2-minute video, how to use it and the benefits. Okay, and put the benefits in the bullet points. So if these people do not know you, but they have a launch coming up, and you look at that and think, that's a great thing for me to offer for my customers, that will keep people happier when they have purchased my product, then there's a good chance that you can start to build a buyers list from that, but you can also use it for this kind of stuff as well, for when you're doing your call to actions for your playlist as well. So call to action stuff doesn't have to be expensive, it can be quite inexpensive. You just have to be creative with it. But there's other places as well, as I mentioned before, that you can get stuff ready-made that you can use, that comes with marketing materials and everything else. It's just ready for you to sort of fill in the blanks and be able to take advantage of it. Okay, so start off with the free stuff like this, like I just showed you. I mean, it's really, really, really simple to do something like this. Okay, if you don't think this is ethical, edit it. Use it as a guideline to go and create a better version of it. Okay, that's what Brian Dean's Skyscraper strategy is all about. This guy is ranking the #1 for all the major sort of SEO training and tutorials and strategy type of keywords. And what he does is he goes and looks at what's ranking for a particular keyword. Once he knows the search volumes and stuff, and he's decided he wants to go ranking for that keyword, he will have a look at the content that exists. He will make notes of what they've got. He will do a much, much better version of that content. Then he will create the content that will take him a long time to do, really high quality, but that's only 20% of the time he spends on that particular content, that blog post. Then he will spend 80% of the time doing outreach, connecting with people, saying, hi, I've seen that you were linking to this particular piece of content that is ranking in the top 10 for this specific keyword. Here is a new blog post that is fresh, that is up to date, that I think is a much, much better and more relevant piece of content for that topic for today, because it's fresh, it's new, it's epic content, it's bigger content, there's a lot of work into it. Please let me know what you think. Okay, and so he starts to get backlinks, hundreds of backlinks come in to his content. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with taking somebody's original idea, using that as a skeleton to build on. It doesn't even have to be just one person. You can do this with multiple. It just depends on how long you want to spend on it. The key thing is just get it done. Start with it so that you can start to build an email list. Okay, the higher quality it is, the longer it's going to take, even if you're curating from someone else's content, or you can go and buy some ready-made checklists. Okay, so I've told you how you can do this for free. I will put some links underneath where you can get some high quality PLR, okay, that less people are going to have, that you can use straight from the purchase. It will have the marketing materials there for you, and I've told you how as well you can go and get some low cost kind of tools created like Chrome extensions and plugins. Just have a look on Fiverr.com, guys. You can find $50 to $200. You can get somebody that will create tools that can get you thousands of people opting in to be able to use that tool. Okay, it's not that hard. Thanks.